Hey everyone, James Lambert here. Hope you're really thriving out there, wherever this video finds you. I just want to entitle this video, The Fertile Soil of Your Imagination. Just looking at this field and seeing the very fertile soil. And I want to share this example of how you can create everything and anything from the fertile soil of your imagination. So this field we're looking at that's recently been ploughed and smoothened, not last summer they used this very same space to create what was entitled the maize. They grew these lovely, huge, 6-7 foot ears of maize. And as I say, it was entitled the Maze, and they opened it to the general public, and for an entire season, for many months, it was filled with happy people exploring the maze. And there was of course an admission fee, but what I want to take from that, they created a business from literally nothing. The fertile soil became a new business idea. And in much the same way, I think for a long time I thought you had to reinvent the wheel, so to speak. Like what could I possibly invent, what hasn't been done? But it's not always creating something entirely new. Mazes have been going for centuries, but it's the way in which you do it and putting moreover your unique touch upon it. So I really wanted to share that, to embolden you and encourage you that you are, no maybes about it, you are sitting on your own field of dreams. Within your imagination, if you but take the time and get quiet, you can come up with many profitable ideas, or certainly ideas that can benefit others, your community, nay the world. So I just want you to consider that. As I say, this is what surprised me. There's nothing left save those steps where I think the maybe that was the start stroke finish point, you can see there, but nothing else remains of the maze. And yet, but 12 months ago, it was a thriving business. And it really, I thought, what an entrepreneurial thing to do, that the landowner, what a creative use of space. But I really want to encourage you again, just looking at this now, there's no trace of it, as I say, save for those steps. But in the same way, you can invent something seemingly from nothing. And this is where the intangible comes very real. I've talked about the, you build your sandcastles in the sky, but the true architects, they take the intangible concept of ideas, theory, and they practically, in the world of material form, in the third dimension, make them real. And this is why the two can work when they work symbiotically together, so-called miracles happen. And this is why I believe the intangible world of thoughts are every but as real as the 3D material world we see here, plants, form, wooden posts, fields, steps. So I really I'll leave it there, but I hope this has encouraged you. As I say, you have the fertile soil of your imagination can create worlds upon worlds, whole universes and galaxies are contained in your extraordinary mind. And you go, yeah, James, I sort of get that, but how do I unlock those? If I could say nothing else, it's to get quiet, to really get quiet. And you go, yeah, but I live on a busy flat in a busy street and there's a lot going on. I get all of that, but it's the internal silence. See, this is what I learned as well, particularly when I look back, there were so many lessons from the fighting days, whether it was in the ring, outside, on the door. There could be absolute melee, from afar. It could look like almost a Benny Hill sort of fast. There was absolute chaos, pint pots going everywhere, fists swinging, screaming, absolute chaos. But inside, I was very, very still. And I found that the quieter I became, the more I could channel the fury, if you like, or the rage, or the violence, but use it constructively to deal with the situation at hand. And in the same way, rather more helpfully, when you get quiet internally, when you slow things down, when you take time to think, to prioritize your values, you can begin to really create a blueprint for your own life and what truly matters to you. So I'll leave it there now. This was another video shot by myself, James Lambert, the fertile soul of your imagination. As always, you are unstoppable, and I believe in you. Take care.